I didn't watch the full Lomachenko fight, like from round 1 through 12. Like I'm gonna watch it when I get home today. Like I'm gonna sit down and watch the whole thing. But I saw some of the fights on the undercard, and I saw Conor Benn.
Ooh, you saw Conor Benn?
I saw Conor Benn. I saw Katie Taylor, because I had him. I bet some money on Conor Benn, Katie Taylor, Lomachenko, and Sonny Edwards. So I saw a bunch of the fights from early in the morning, but the Lomachenko ones that I missed most of it. But from what I saw, he dominated the whole fight. It's different, you know.
Okay, well, so do you feel like he's coming back then? Well, because this is now his second victory.
Fight since he lost to Teofimo. I thought it was a really good performance from him. I thought there were some times where it's kind of crazy to see somebody that's dominating the fight so much that he drops Comey, he has him hurt, and when Comey's wobbly, he turns over to the corner and tells him, like, look at your fighter, like, stop the fight. Like, that's how I mean, I wouldn't recommend a fighter to do that. If you got somebody hurt, try to go for the knockout, like, stop him, you know what I mean? But he was in such control of the fight that he was doing stuff like that. He would just stop. He looked over at the corner and he's like, look at your fighter, like, fucking do, like, basically tell him, do something about this, like, stop the fight. And it's crazy to see somebody dominate a world-class athlete like that. Teofimo was able to knock him out in 2 rounds, which is a little different. He just has a different kind of pop, different kind of power. So you'll get the people that'll be like, oh no, but Teofimo knocked him out in 2 rounds. Loma went the distance with them, but it was still complete domination. They're just different styles of fighters, different, different. Yeah, they're different. So the outcomes are gonna be a little bit different, but each one dominated their own way against Comey.
Now, how do you think Loma would do versus Kambosos?
I would pick Loma. I think Lomachenko is the best at 135 pounds. I would think he would beat Kambosos. I think he would beat Devin Haney. He would beat Tank. I think he beats all those guys at 135. I think Lomachenko is the best one. The more the fights have been going on, the more I've seen certain guys, the more I believe that Loma will beat all of them. And I do.
Oh, wow.
At first, I didn't want to pay attention to the stuff when they said that he went into the first Teofimo fight with the shoulder injury or something. But the way we've seen him in his recent fights and fights before, basically the only fight that he didn't look good was the Teofimo fight. And I'm starting to believe that maybe he did have something going into where he wasn't 100% himself. And I've always said that I believe that if they ever did the rematch with Teofimo, he would have beat Teofimo in a rematch.
Awesome. And what do you? I don't know if you do you watch interviews? Like I did an interview with Mikey like about a week ago. Here and there. Whenever they pop up on my YouTube page, most of the time I'm watching stuff about like other sports. I watch a lot of stuff about MMA, a lot of stuff about basketball, how the Lakers, the Cowboys, and stuff are doing. So yeah, here and there I'll watch. You like really broke it down. Yeah. Well, no, because Mikey said that he would be of interest in going down to 135.
Okay, so I was at the fights with him when Devin Haney was fighting. We were in Vegas and we were driving back home is when he said that. He's like I think I can make 135. The last fight, he wasn't motivated for the fight. He wasn't really into the training. There was nothing really for him to look forward to with the opponent. There was no plan for him of okay, if you beat this guy, then we have this. Like everything was up in the air. He just took the fight just basically to get a fight in. He wasn't himself. He says that he would want to show people, that he's still able to fight, and by doing that, he's gonna get back down to 135 pounds, which he has to really train his ass off, be dedicated for a good 2.5-3 months of camp. At welterweight, he didn't have to diet the way he usually does. He didn't have to he didn't have to be as dedicated to things outside of the gym as he was before when he was fighting at 135. At 135, he had to be, for a good 3 months, he had to be on a strict diet. He had to be taking care of himself, and I think he got a little comfortable at 147. At at those higher weight classes, just kind of,
Which, well, it seems natural, though, if you think about it. You know what I mean? Because when you have that mindset, like what you're saying, when you have to drop a significant amount of weight, it's like fun. Yeah, totally.
And another thing, too, is there's a lot of young guys right now coming up that they're hungry to make a name for themselves. Devin Haney and some of these guys, and sometimes you need some of those guys to start coming up, and for people to start recognizing those guys, like Mikey. He sees all these young guys right now getting all the attention, and he knows he can compete with all those guys, and he knows he would be able to beat a lot of those guys. That's a little extra motivation. The young guys coming up. One of the things that I think happened with Mikey is, I was just telling you right now that I like to watch other sports shows and stuff like that. This season, there's a basketball player, Luka Doncic, who's been getting a lot of shit for he started the season, he looks really chubby. He's like 30 pounds heavier than what he usually comes into a season at. And he's really young. But the thing is that even though he's that young and he came in a little bit heavy, out of shape, he's still playing like really, really good. But he could be playing better. I believe the same thing happened to Mikey, where he was winning fights and doing so good with an effort that like he's so talented that he was able to beat guys, and he knows there's another level that he can get to if he was just maybe there was a little, like, he had a little extra motivation, a little something extra, but because he was winning and because he was just getting along and beating all the guys that he was beating and winning world titles in different weight classes, that he kind of got complacent with some of the stuff. And I see these young guys coming up right now, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tank, and all these guys. It's a little motivation for Mikey to, okay, you know what, I need to, let me get my shit together so I can.
So do you like that? Do you like that?
I would love for him to fight at 135. Like, that means we know he's gonna be 100% into his training, into everything, because it's tough for him to make 135. He's a big guy for 135, so he will have to be dedicated for 3 months.
More focused.
He has to be more focused. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. He has to be more focused.
100%. All right, well, awesome. And tell us, what do we got popping off today? I mean, we're pretty much wrapping it up. There was a line, literally.
All the way down over there to the street. It wrapped all the way around, and it was curving as it got all the way over to the street. Hundreds of kids. You see all these little kids right here. They're opening up their toys. They came by. We were able to greet a lot of the kids, take them to go pick out a toy that they want. There's skateboards, dolls. There's a bunch of stuff. They would do that. Then they would go take a picture with Santa Claus. There's food for them. There's just so much stuff for them to do. So the kids are all happy. Opening up their presents over there and stuff. So it was cool. It was cool that we were able to do this.
So it's Toys for Joy with the champs. We consider Pita one of the champs as well, champs of Oxnard. No, you're a good guy. You're out here, on your weekend, on your time off, and you're giving back to your community. You know what I mean?
Mikey told, I saw Mikey posting about it, and then the other day he texted, my dad's not here, my dad's out of town, but he texted me and my dad asking like and I told him right away, I was like, yeah, I'll be there. I got here a little bit late. Last night I went to a concert and I got home really late, so I slept in and I woke up a little bit late. So I got here a little bit late, but yeah, I made it.
Well,
sorry, I don't want to mess up.
No,
I like it changed.
Oh, I forgot I was wearing it, dude. Well, no, it's definitely awesome. I'll say, just considering like myself, I went into boxing with you guys.
Yeah.
At the Oxnard gym 5 years ago. So it's like
more.
Yeah,
5 years
maybe.
ago, we were in Riverside.
Okay, probably more.
My Nana was fighting Mayweather in 2013, 2012, 2013. No, 2013, 2014.
Maybe.
Around that time. So it's already 7 years, 8 years.
So, okay, fine.
Going on 9 years next year.
Well, either way, regardless, for me, it's even an awesome experience because I feel like to be a part of this myself, to be able to give back to your guys' community because you guys welcomed me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be in the boxing world.
We do whatever we can, like you said, we give our time to come in and do stuff like this, but I mean, we don't know how to set stuff up like this. Like, you need people like you and Nancy and some of these people to set stuff up like this, and then we'll gladly come and do whatever we can to help promote it, to give hand out toys, whatever was needed. We're here to do it, but we need other people to be able to set stuff up like this because it's not easy. It takes a whole team to be able to do stuff like this, and it's cool.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
I love that you say that though, because it really does take a whole team. It's not just a one-man show.
It's not easy.
It's everyone. Because even myself, cool. Like I helped collectively put it together, but like you guys are the ones that are actually like hands-on with the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's you need everybody, all hands on deck to be able to do certain stuff like this, and it's not easy, but when you see the outcome like this, it's worth it. Like everything, all the work that got put into it, all the time and stuff, it makes it worth it when you see all the kids picking out their toys.
Yeah,
it's cool.
No, truly. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate your time.